Tracy Cook if we haven't met before, and I'm very excited to welcome you to this 1 hour long Zoom. And we are going to be meeting all of the visionary leaders that have just took part in this year's first Visionary Women in Business podcast series inside the podcast empire. Now, I wanted to chat with you all. When you come in, please pop yourself on mute, pop your videos on. We want to see all of your beautiful faces. We're going to be showcasing all of these beautiful visionary women in all their glory, making sure that they get seen and heard. People are still coming in. So we're just going to let a few more people in here. Introduce yourselves. We've got the chat happening here, and we're going to be dropping some links, some bonuses, some prizes, some giveaways, and we're going to be seeing what these visionary leaders have got in store for 2023 and beyond. What makes them a visionary leader? Drop it in the chat where you're actually coming in from today. I'm in Perth, Western Australia. If we haven't met before, my name is Tracy Cook, and I am a podcast launch strategist, and I love helping women find their voice and creating messages of impact. What a fantastic place to be. So we're going to be dropping the links of where you can connect with all of these visionary leaders as well. And like I said, we really, really appreciate all of you being here so much. So let's talk a little bit about what does it mean to be a visionary woman, especially a visionary woman in business. So in business, it's often the case that most successful women have been able to move beyond kind of traditional feminine stereotypes and be able to see the world in a different way. So whether they're entrepreneurs who've broken through the glass ceiling, or whether they're CEOs who've turned their business right around, these women, these visionary women, have something to teach us about what it is to be successful in business. What I found during this podcast series, especially interviewing so many in this series, there were some common characteristics. And I just wanted to share with you briefly before we bring our speakers on, because these visionary women have got more in common as leaders, right? It's a mindset, it's a way of life, it's an evolution, right? And we can tell this commonality, these characteristic traits in leaders, right? So visionary women are often ahead of their time. And this really stood out during this podcast series. And their insights can help us all become more successful, whatever that looks like for us in our everyday life. And I've got 5 key characteristics of this series for these beautiful visionary women in business. They've got a strong need for understanding. Okay, this was really obvious to me as a podcast host, and it really stood out that all these powerful women, they are always looking for new ways to understand the world around them, and they aren't content with just accepting things as they are, which that is a really refreshing thing. It's like, well, that's the way we've always done it, so we'll just keep on doing it. Like, they're critically thinking, they're, challenging everybody. So that really stood out as a huge thing during this series. And they always strive to make sense of complex web of life around them. And this helps them in having the skills and the expertise of visionary leadership. Now, the second characteristic that all of these visionary leaders had in common during this podcast series is they have a passion for change. They all had this passion, like, to serve and to change, right? So visionary women aren't content with living the same old way, the robotic, the autonomous. They want to see society improve in some way. And whether that means advocating for social justice or helping to create new technologies, these women, these visionary leaders, they're constantly pushing the envelope, right? And they're going through and they're creating movements and communities of their own as well, from thinking outside the box. Now, the third characteristic that stood out to me is that they have strong belief in themselves. All of them have a really, really strong belief that they are put here to do something, that they want to help people. And although other people have doubted them at times, visionary women, not only these speakers, but if you're hearing these words and this sounds like you're quite possibly a visionary woman as well. And what really stood out is you've got really strong belief in themselves and they know they're capable of achieving great things. They don't shy away from a challenge. And just like every woman entrepreneur, they never give up. If they get down, they're not down for long. They get back up again and they learn their lesson and they keep striving forward. And they want to go after their dreams, no matter how difficult it may seem at first glance. Now, the fourth thing that all the visionary women had in common is they're flexible and adaptive, right, to their environment, to their cultures, to their community, to their teams, to themselves. And as the world changes kind of around them, visionary women, these visionary women especially, are able to shift and pivot with it. And this flexibility gives them an edge when it comes to innovating new ideas and really solving and deep diving into those complex situations as well. That was really refreshing, to see and to hear and to support and empower and to embrace and share with the world as part of this Visionary Women in Business series. I'm very, very excited to bring on our first speaker, and her name is Tiffany Anderson, and I'm going to let her unmute, introduce herself, and she's going to offer for you guys that is just groundbreaking. I'm so intrigued by this, and I'll be speaking to Tiffany about this as well, because she is just leading a movement like nobody I've ever known. She's absolutely fantastic. Tiffany, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. And those 5 characteristics, oh my gosh, like spot on for all these women. I absolutely love that. So I'm so grateful to be here and to be, on this Zoom with all these powerful women. And I'll take a few minutes to share what it is that I do. So I'm a business coach and I help others understand their network and improve their communication around that and saving them time, money, and energy, right? But the great thing is it's not just for business, but it's your communication with your friends, your family, like every single person in life. When you can understand people better, you can make people matter. And ultimately, you can then, guide your conversation and get the results that you want in less time. And so that's exactly what I help people do. Literally, in 90 seconds, you can figure that out and how to communicate with people better. And it's as simple as understanding what their personalities are. There's 4 types of people. And guess what? We don't have to guess what type of personality they are. They are going to tell us in 90 seconds by either 1, filling out a link that you send them where they're just going to arrange the 4 personalities for you by looking at 12 values in each of the personalities. Or if you're in person, you can hand them these 4 cards right here. And on each of these 4 cards is 12 values. So they're just going to read the 12 values, whichever is most important to them, they're going to put on top, then the next one, and so forth. So you're going to figure out what their bank code is. That is what it's called, bank, their bank code. It's called bank because B, blueprint. If they're a blueprint, someone is that like risk is like high on their radar. They want to minimize risk as much as possible. Time is very important, getting a return on investment. They want testimonies, they want proof, right? So that's a blueprint person. A out of bank is action. This person is our, action taker, fun, freedom, flexibility. They're going to be your quickest people to buy your product or your service if they're an action person. Then we have N, nurturing. That is me. We come from a place of service, support. Everything that we do comes with a greater purpose in what we want to achieve and have happen. And then there's a knowledge person. A knowledge person is actually going to close themselves on your sale. All you have to do is give them the information that they want, and they're going to be like, oh, well, this is a no-brainer. Of course I need it, right? So you can see with having 4 different types of people, when you go into a sale or when you go into a conversation with somebody, there's not one presentation that will close everybody because everybody's different, right? And so now you, in a way, would have 4 presentations. You are going to speak to that person in their personality, how they want to be spoken to, and you are going to get a yes faster. So instead of going for the traditional go for no, right? I'm going to send 10 messages and hopefully I get a yes, right? I'm going to go for yes. Like, I'm going to know who the person is that I'm speaking to in less than 90 seconds. And now I can morph my conversation to speak to them and close that sale faster. And again, it's not just for sales. This has helped me personally in my life with my family, with my 4 boys. I completely understand them so much better and why they do what they do, why they say what they say. And it's not personal, it's personality. So I'm not going to take offense when something happens or when they say something, because it's not against me. It's like, that's just who they are, right? So I offer a free assessment for yourself. So you can click my link to get my free assessment. It takes 90 seconds for you to fill out. And you're going to get an emailed report of your personality. So it's a free $97 assessment that I've already paid for. It's my gift for you. And then on top of that, if this is something that interests you, whether it's for your personal life, professional life, both, I have a $1 30-day trial where you can actually get a link and you can crack as many codes as you want over that 30 days, as well as having a powerful artificial intelligence tool to help you craft your messages to speak code, as well as over 50 hours of training to understand how to use this as well. So 30 days for $1, and then we can even hop on a phone call and I can walk you through it as well. So if that's something that you're interested, we'll connect and I'll help you with that. So that's what I have. Thank you.
That is just mind-blowing, and that just piques so much interest. And just to be able to communicate, it's an art form within itself. Your links are up in the chat. Everybody go and check them out. Tiffany, you're just absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. And our next visionary woman that is up to speak to you all today is an absolutely wonderful leader. She communicates so well. She has such a beautiful personality, like all of our visionary leaders, and that is Andrea Moyah. Come on up. I'm going to spotlight you now.
Hello, everyone. So happy to be here. And thank you, Tracy, for creating this incredible series. Oh, I wanted to invite everyone who's watching to also join this space. Oh my gosh. And so I'm seeing you all gather forward. You guys are also visionary souls. This is exciting to just gather here together. So a little bit about who I am. I'm a mother of 5. Highly sensitive souls. I'm also a highly sensitive soul, and I'm a clairvoyant. I've been a clairvoyant for the past 13 years, working as an intuitive energy healer and really loving that world. And now I'm moving into business coaching, using my clairvoyant skills and my ability to see, hear, feel, move energy to help other visionary women. I just want to light a fire. Actually, everyone has a fire lit under their butt. I just want to support these and you incredible women to really create the new world we're here to create. Currently, well, I healed Lyme in the past. So that was a journey with a lot of lessons. And now I'm healing breast cancer while I'm in the middle of my MBA. So life is full and abundant right now. And this curveball that came in, the breast cancer, I always use these challenges that arise as fuel and a way to realign to my greatest soul's calling. So God does not put anything in front of us that we can't handle. So I'm excited to help others navigate.
Please pop our microphones on mute. Sorry to interrupt.
So I love to help others navigate.
Cheap celebration events.
Oh, no, I'm muted there. Oh, yay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, these challenges, the way I navigate these challenges has always been through my intuition. And my intuition is my soul speaking to me and helping me like move this little body, go this way. Oh, Andrea, oh, back up a bit. Oh, move forward. So I love to help others tap into their soul's guidance, which is our intuition. So that's what I do. I have a course that I've been teaching for the past 6 years, and I just love teaching it. And how do I do this? After my Lyme disease, I was given this way of seeing and being, and it was told to me by my ancestors it was a sacred hoop. So now I bring this into all my teachings, and it's like a little energy healing modality. It's bringing in all the sacred directions so that we have all the support from the universe, and then we drop into this place, this sacred web of life, so that we are supported. But not only that, that we're like sitting in the center of the center of the center, so that we are guided and we create from this place that is in alignment with life, all of life. So that's my vision for the future is, holy smokes, can you imagine a world where we're so deeply connected to this web of life, to ourselves? Oh, let's imagine that for a moment. I invite you, because we're so powerful here. Each and every one of us is a visionary. So I invite you to feel that web for a moment, that connection to life. And so that's my vision for the future, is creating these incredible communities where life is just vibrating so high. We can feel it, see it, feel it through all our senses.
You are just amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And that all of this, like, we can create. So 8 years ago, I saw this vision where all these communities were popping up all over the world, and they were villages of light where we were connected to our authentic zone of genius, and where children were like seen, valued right away in their divine purpose. Elders were like, yes, we are listening to their wisdom. And oh, I'm excited for this life, guys, that is here and that we're creating together. So thank you for being here. My offering is a soul purpose alignment and activation call. And I also have a soul glow guide, which will help you align with your soul deeper. So thank you for joining me. Thanks so much,
Thank
guys.
you so much. You are just such an energy fireball. If you didn't feel that coming across your screen there, Andrea is definitely reaching her soul's purpose and making her ancestors proud. We're very pleased to see what happens for you and following your journey as a visionary leader, a visionary woman in business. Andrea, your links have been dropped into the chat there. Thank you so much for today. And our next upcoming speaker is Samantha Blossom. Samantha Blossom Brown. Blossom, she is just impactful. She is a visionary woman, and she just has this beautiful aura and peacefulness around her that just exudes confidence and love and peace. And we're so excited to showcase you here today, Blossom. Take it away.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Everyone on here is so powerful and so magical. I can feel the vibes like, woo! Hello. So I'm Samantha Blossom, and there are 3 things that I would love to transmit into the planet, which is spontaneous body healing and business matrix energetics and money matrix energetics. So I do have a vision of, I think of money as like the bloodline of the planet. So what if we transformed money into love frequency? So, which is like weaving colors and light and sacred geometrical shapes into all of our money. And so as it begins to move throughout the planet, it becomes more of a blessing for the planet. So that has been one of my big works. So Sparkle Up Your Money World is my offer. It is like 55, and usually it's 555. And from my perspective, it's a gene expression, right? It's like if we can feel love and feel peace around money energetics, no matter how it flows in or out, then we can stay in our divine power no matter what. So in my world, I have seen brain tumors completely spontaneously dissolve through body talk. Like Andrea, I had a lot of physical body things that I had to move through in my own world as well. And in the business world, I've done a couple sessions on a client where, it was like, during COVID, their biggest client disappeared. And so the business matrix had a holding pattern. We did like 2 sessions, and then 1.4 million came in, like a new high-end client came in just because we let the business matrix know, hey, that client's like not here anymore. You don't need to hold space for that anymore. And you can free up the energy so someone new can come in. So I do feel like one of my loves is like communicating with the vibrational invisible realms, which is like there's an invisible realm of the money goddess and like the business matrix and money and your body. It's like it takes a lot of energy to decide like I want a powerful body and I want to be fully incarnated and I actually want to be here and be fueled and be a warrior and all those things. And so to me, it's a lot of working on like worthy of deserving, an actual frequency, like as a planet, we, especially as women, it's kind of like women don't always actually to me, embodiment is mental, emotional, and frequency energetics. And I think a lot of times we get the mental piece and we get the emotional piece. We're like, I'm feeling it. But there's actually like in the quantum, like packets of energy that teaches us what does it mean to be worthy to receive. And I think that this is a piece that a lot of us get to take time to cultivate. And I think many of us maybe like touch the frequency for a minute, but we haven't like fully grounded it. We haven't taken like, I'm worthy to receive, practice it for 8 weeks and decide, oh, that's what worthy to actually receive feels like, And so, yeah, so I feel like Sparkle Up Your Money World is a way to kind of dismantle a lot of the illusions around money, because money has had a lot of old pain stories attached to it. And if we can bring it back into oneness, whenever we can observe ourselves and the world back from in the frequency of oneness, a lot of things just begin to shift and transform. And I also think of gene expression. It's also like an identity change, right? It's like we're used to feeling certain levels of suffering, and we're like, oh my gosh, like what if I gently released that and started to love my shadow as much as I love my light? Maybe I would be fully fueled. Because when you think of the Dharma universe, like the entire universe is both light and shadow. So if we only try to be just in the light, we're going to be excluding half of the universe. So I feel like for me, a lot of my work is to help them see the shadow in a new way, so that they can kind of use it as like a dark luminescent tool that is on board with their light. So there's like more harmony as they move forward. So yay, I hope you get to check out Sparkle Up Your Money World and begin to see money from a new light, maybe as a loving friend instead of this thing that's like having to chase and not sure and all those things. And yay. Ooh, bioluminescence, that's what I just read. I'm like, yes. Awesome.
Oh, you are just so full of peace and love and sunshine, and the background suits you today, the sparkle.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
No, you are absolutely wonderful. We've popped your offer links and where to connect with you in the chat. Reach out and make a connection with Samantha Blossom, because she is just so knowledgeable on all of this, and I can't recommend her highly enough. So at the beginning of at the beginning of the Visionary Leaders intro, we were saying all the characteristics that all of these visionary women leaders in business have in common, and we shared that. If you missed it, we will be posting a replay so you can come back and re-watch that beginning. But are you seeing a pattern already in the speakers that we've already had up onto this summit platform? Because there are so many lessons that every single woman can learn from visionary women. So believe in yourself and believe in your abilities. And women who are confident in their own abilities are more likely to achieve their goals, whatever that looks like for them. And they know that they can do absolutely anything that they set their minds to. And they don't let anyone or anything stand in their way. And they also pursue their passions with just such zest, right? That's a power word, zest. And visionary women don't let anything stop them from pursuing what they love. And they aren't afraid to take on new challenges, and they never give up on their dreams. I hope you can see everything that all these visionary women have in common, but more importantly, what they don't and what makes them stand out in all their uniqueness and greatness and sunshine. Samantha, thank you very much. We have our next speaker coming up, Andrea Moyah. I'm just going to spotlight you on here now, Andrea. Thank you very much. And take it away.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see you. Nice to be part of this amazing, amazing podcast series from the UK. And I have to say, I am so inspired by the people that have spoken, you wonderful women that have spoken already. And your light shines through this Zoom session so beautifully, all of you. So my name's Andrea. I'm a mindset and self-development coach, which literally crosses the board of everybody who has spoken so far, because everything starts with the mind. And what you do, Samantha, what you do, Andrea, everything starts with the mind. And when you can develop the positive attitude and the positive mindset and the self-belief, you can achieve absolutely anything that you want to in life. Anything is achievable, and we are here proving that. We're here telling the world that we are women of worth, of power, of self-belief, and yeah, we're warriors. We're complete warriors. So hey to that. So as you can appreciate, I adore my job with a passion. And it gives me such a massive, massive sense of gratitude when I see people moving forward with their lives and grabbing life by the horns and following their dreams and goals. It's not always easy. It hasn't been easy for me, I can be honest with you. I came from a very, very dark place. And I've only been doing mindset coaching for about 4 or 5 years now. But I changed the way I thought through the power of positivity, through the law of attraction, through manifestation, through affirmations. And I'm also a very spiritual person, Andrea, so I can relate to you as well. And I genuinely, genuinely believe that whatever power you have within yourself, the mind can create the reality. Our thoughts create every reality in our lives. And whatever you want to achieve, if you believe it, the power's there for you to take it by the horns and run with it. So as you can see, I'm very passionate about what I do. And I genuinely believe it is my calling in life. And I help so many people. And we all know that life can be so complicated and in these turbulent times, and even more difficult with balancing family life and work life and finding time for yourself. I'm going to take my glasses off because I think they're reflecting on the screen somewhat a little bit. But having the feeling of knowing who you are and what you stand for is the most amazing thing. And people don't appreciate the power of the mind. The power of the mind is just mind-blowing, literally. There are 3 levels of the mind, as most of you may know. Sigmund Freud wrote a book about it. You've got the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the unconscious mind. And 95% of our thoughts are stacked in the unconscious mind. And the mind is such a powerful thing that we literally scratch the surface every day. We literally scratch the surface. We think over 60,000 thoughts a day. Can you believe that? Literally 60,000 thoughts a day go through our minds. If you're an overthinker, maybe a little bit more. But generally, we thought process over 60,000 thoughts, and that is massive. That is absolutely huge. So the subconscious mind is where most of our memories sit and where most of our photographic memory kind of things sit, and where we like to bring up when we talk about stuff. We talk about happy memories or sometimes sad memories or whatever that might be. That's where the subconscious mind, but the subconscious mind is where the power is, because if you believe whatever you talk, whatever you say, if you speak in a positive way, your subconscious mind absorbs that. So positivity breeds positivity, negativity breeds negativity. And I'm a firm believer that when you talk, when you have affirmations or you want to manifest anything, the subconscious mind is where the absorption takes place. It's like a massive sponge. So the more you believe and the more you want to create your goals, your dreams, whatever that might be, the subconscious mind will accept it as if it's real, as if it's there already. So what I do is I help people to rewire their brain in the way they think and the way that they can look at life in a different perspective. So when anything negative happens in their life, because naturally it does, to us during everyday life, then it's more a question of, well, okay, yes, something negative has happened, but how can you deal with that in a positive way and move forward without feeling that negativity absorbing into your body? Because if it absorbs into your body, that's when the emotions start to take over. And the emotions are powerful things, because the emotions are what can set us back. So if you can think in a positive way, the emotions are under control. But when the negativity starts to draw in, that's when the emotions become the overthinking, the anxiety, the fear, everything like that really starts to come into force. And that's when people start to go into decline, and they could start to suffer mental health problems or depression or whatever. So the way I coach people is to look at life in a very, very different way. And even when people have like self-confidence issues or anything like that, I can work on those issues with people, because confidence and self-belief and self-esteem are all interconnected with each other. And when you have confidence and you have self-belief, then your world literally opens up into a very, very different place, a very different place. So that's what I do. And that's what I'm passionate about. And that's what I love. That's part of my job. I work with individuals on a one-to-one basis. I also go into businesses and I do mindset coaching for employees that are struggling with their mental health as well. And I have a great offer for you guys today. And I'm offering a free 30-minute discovery call. I'm offering a half price one-to-one coaching session for a complete hour. And I'm also offering, if you decide to take my 3-month coaching package, a massive 20% discount off that today as well. And I would love to work with some people. I would love to find out more about you and to find out how I can help to really, really set your goals and help you to follow your dreams and ambitions. And thank you so much for me being a part of this visionary podcast empire, because it's been life-changing already for me. It's been fantastic. Thank you, Tracy.
You're very welcome. I love your passion and your purpose, and I love the way you present and you want to serve people. That's absolutely wonderful, Andrea. Connect with Andrea, and especially if you're in the UK, because we don't have a lot of visionary women in the UK as part of the podcast series. So we would love to spread that ripple effect out. So find your voice and use it to inspire others. Many visionary women use their voices to inspire others. And what they do is that they speak out against injustice. They advocate for change and help others to see the potential in themselves. And the most things that visionary women in business usually have in common, the characteristics that stood out to me as I was interviewing everybody throughout this podcast series, is that they find their voice and it inspires others. You've witnessed that today from our visionary speakers already. And many visionary women will inspire people from their voices. They speak out against injustice and they stay true to their values and their integrity. Thank you so much, Andrea. We are going to bring up my long-term friend here. We are bringing up Claire Williamson. She is in New Zealand. She is a total rock star. I girl fan over her all the time. We met on a reality show in the US, which Claire was a finalist on back in 2019. And boy, has the world changed. We're kicking ass and taking names now. So I'm very pleased to welcome Claire to the stage. Take it away.
Hey everyone, can we just take a second to thank Tracy, because this is wild. This is beautiful what she's put on, and you know, she gets me thinking about when you are visionary but you're not quite there yet. Who's been in that place where it's all inside of you, right? And you look at people like Tracy and you go, how did she get there? How did she do that? How did she find that expression? How did she get that confidence? How did she put this all together? And you get stuck in the how. There's this next level right there, just out of reach for all of us, right? And I invite you, speakers and audience alike, right now to close your eyes, place your hand on your heart and take a deep breath in from your root. And as you feel that energy moving up your spine, hold that energy in your midbrain here. Hold it for a moment. Feel your own vibration. Where is your vibration at? Let that breath go. And on your next breath in, I want you to imagine that you are rising up your vision from your root. And this time you hold that energy of your vision there, higher in your midbrain. Feel your vibration shifting. And let it go. And this time bring up the energy of, I am my vision. I am my vision manifested. And let that breath go. Because the truth is, you are your vision. And that energy you are drawing up from your root, that is why you are visionary. That is why you see the path forward that you see. That is why you want to do what you want to do, because of where you've come from. But now I want you to think and feel into, where are you feeling stuck right now? What is really keeping you from fully embodying your vision, your expression, your path forward, your trailblazing path forward, where you're in a space where you say the damn thing, you do the damn work, you take the damn action, you make a decision. You have to be more committed to that vision than you are to your comfort zone. The thing is, that comfort zone keeps us nice and safe, right? And that comfort zone comes from those experiences that you've had in your life, and there will be many. There will be the big experiences, the big traumas, those moments in your life you'd happily forget happened at all, right? In those dark moments. But then there's other times in your life, there's been these little things that have happened where you haven't unconsciously realized that you have been taking on really limiting beliefs about what is possible from you, for you, and real limiting beliefs about the world itself too. There's a misperception, a misconception around trauma that it has to be these wildly, devastating events to imprint wildly damaging limiting beliefs, and that's not true. It's the seemingly small moments where in that little child brain you felt overwhelmed emotionally and you just decided something, and it's those things that are holding you back. You will all have limiting beliefs, as Andrea talked about. And the thing is, when they pull you into those feelings, it's those feelings that are manifesting. You are manifesting in every single moment of every single day. Where's your vibration at? Is your vibration in that high vibration when we found presence just then, where we focused, where we felt into everything that's possible and we lifted that shit up? Or is your vibration in the chaos, the frustration, the things that are happening in your day to day? Because that's where you're manifesting from. And it's the unconscious beliefs that we really have to get to grips with, that are not an unconscious mind. They're in your unconscious body. The body is the unconscious mind. It's the whole entity. And you can do a lot of good work up here. But it's in here, it's in your body, it's in your energy body where the shifts have to be for you to truly experience significant change. So I wanted to share a little exercise with you, because if you think about those little niggles, those little limiting beliefs, those things that you're unconsciously fearing about stepping on your visionary path, stepping into your greatness, going to the heights of radical expression. Think of all those niggly little things that you worry about as big wolves with sharp teeth and glaring eyes at the bottom of a massive cave, right? Just imagine them, they're all drooling, they're walking around and they've got the canines, and in your body energy, you can feel the fear of those wolves. Every wolf is a different belief, right? A belief about you, a belief about the world. And what you're doing is you're hanging on to a cliff up here, right? You're hanging on with your fingertips and you're like, I cannot let myself fall down there. Did you not see the teeth on those wolves? Did you not see them? And so you're hanging on, your energy's all tightened up and you're all bound up and you're not receiving anything. You're finding yourself in the same patterns of the same problems over and over again. And where the step forward is, where the greatness is when you can allow yourself to fall. When you can trust that you will land in a soft, comfortable, wolfy carpet. And those teeth will be like little massages on your soul because you've befriended every single one of those beliefs. You've become aware of what is truly holding you back and you've found the truth in them. So what I want you to do right now before we finish is write down 4 ways, 4 little things that you possibly are thinking about yourself that are actually holding you back from doing something radical, saying yes to the stage, booking the retreat, charging the high price, saying yes to the coach, taking your next step, your next big step. And I'm talking about on the path to that visionary reality. Try and think of 4 little things. And what you're going to do after this speech, after this summit, is you are going to find the truth in them. You're going to find the truth of you. I'll give you an example. A belief I used to carry around is that you have to be responsible. Things have to be logical. You know, we're taught that through life. Be responsible, do the logical thing. Because if we don't, what do we have? Unsafety. We don't feel safe. It's dangerous. So I flipped that limiting belief and I found my truth. And I decided I am open and I am in trust. I used to worry about safety. I used to believe the world was unsafe. And I flipped that stuff around. And I now believe that I am radical and I am powerful. So think about these beliefs and how you can shift them, because just in a simple shift, just in a simple awareness, things will start to change because you feel differently and you will manifest differently. And you will become that visionary leader that you already are within. You can take those armors off that you're carrying around trying to protect yourself from stuff that it isn't real. Every single possibility is real in the quantum field. Every single one of them, infinite possibilities. You get to choose, but you have to make a decision. And the decision that I invite you to make is to have unfuckwithable self-trust and make your next step on your visionary journey about that. My name is Claire Emily Williamson. I am the Millionaire Charwoman. I work with visionary light leaders just like you who want to take their next big step, who want to explode their income, their impact, and their influence. And they know that that journey starts within. I integrate somatic, shamanic work to strategic business steps to unleash your inner millionaire. And my gift to you is my brand new book, Awaken Your Miracle Frequency. It literally launched this week. It's my story. And I share through my story why you can have unfuckwithable self-trust and why everything is possible, why you can have it all and it can be easy. So on the link that Tracy's going to drop in, all you have to do is use the coupon code at the checkout that she's going to give you as well. And that will expire tomorrow, so make sure you jump straight on it. And with the book, you're going to get 7 amazing bonuses as well. Please bear with me. The book is not in the members area that you will get access to, but it will be by the end of the weekend. We had a glitch. But everything else is there. So jump in and thank you. You guys are amazing.
Claire, that is just absolutely amazing. The chat just lit up. As usual, you deliver value from your heart. And are we still seeing this common theme from these visionary women, everybody? Because visionary women, they embrace change and they're open to new opportunities, right? They're always looking for new opportunities to learn and to grow. They don't hesitate to take on new challenges, and they never, ever stop moving forward. And this qualifies them to help others, right? They shatter those glass ceilings that hold you back, and they climb the stairs of success in their personal and their professional lives, whatever that looks like for you, your soul goal. Claire is a millionaire Shah woman, and all the congratulations on launching your new book on International Women's Day this week as well. Thank you very much. We're going to bring Amy Glass up to the stage. Amy is an entrepreneur on fire. We're going to bring her up. Thank you very much, Claire. And I'm very excited to have her with us. She is going forward in leaps and bounds. Following her on social media, she's growing, she's evolving. You can see her coming right out of her shelf, just like a visionary woman does. You know, don't be afraid to fail. It's how you learn the most. And many visionary women failed multiple times before they finally succeeded. And they know that it's important to experiment and make mistakes in order to learn what works and what doesn't. Amy, welcome to the stage. Take it away.
Thank you, Tracy. I'm so honored to be here and with these incredible women. Sorry for my appearance. I got the time mixed up and I don't know what I was thinking, but my brain just obviously left the building yesterday when I clocked off work. So sorry about my appearance, but I'm here and I've been listening and I've just been soaking up all this amazing energy from all you incredible women. So my name is Amy Glass. I am the founder and creator of A Glass of Natural Health and Wellness, a community helping women break free and transform to live a happier, healthier, more abundant life through mindset, health and wellness education. Because I'm a very passionate believer that it's not just the mind, it's the body, it's the whole holistic approach that you need in order to transform. So a little bit about me is that I still have a significant health journey. Was born with a very, very rare condition that has led me to a lot of medical problems and trying to heal myself and move forward and basically survive, to live. And I also have a very interesting job, which is I help the community through police and have been doing that for a very long time. So I'm exposed to a lot of basically what human nature at its worst. And I'm exposed to that for long periods of time, and I'm exposed to the very worst of what human nature can do. So it's that incredible, I feel sometimes like I'm this seesaw a lot of the time, because I've got to be this very serious person in one area, and then I feel like I just want to be positive and bring light and hug people and help them heal in another area. And it's a very up and down sort of thing. So I created my community because I saw a need, especially during COVID, that I was seeing all these beautiful women around me, and they were just stuck in this grind, in this, I just get up, this survival mode. And I was there too. I was literally didn't realize the mental health problems I was having. Even though I'm a psychology background, I did not remember. Like I knew what was happening, but I just couldn't get out of this dreamland, this bubble, this nightmare, I suppose. And I was seeing so many of my friends, my colleagues, in this bubble. And I'm just like, something needs to happen. Something needs to change. We've only got one life. Why are we wasting it being in this state that we're not truly living? So that's why I created my community. I'm also a big advocate for people with disabilities and chronic illnesses, because obviously myself, and I just want to help people and make them realize that you don't have to be your condition. Like with me, I was sort of told at a very young age, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that, or this is what's going to happen. And I'm like, no, this is my life. Yes, you can advise me. I appreciate your advice, your medical advice, but I'm going to take on board what I feel. And then I'm also going to look outside the box and take all information and make a decision for myself. So I'm a big believer in the anti-inflammatory diet. So I'm not on any pain medication. I'm very against pain medication. And I live very comfortably most of the time without pain. Gorgeous girls, just come on. Through the power of mind, and through eating healthy foods and eating the right foods. So that is my thing. I'm still learning. I've literally come into this world less than 2 years ago, and I wasn't even on social media beforehand because of my job. So what Tracy's saying, like, I'm on social media, like, I had to learn everything. I had to learn absolutely everything, including the mindset stuff and the mindset shift. So negative self-talk is something I like to call myself a recovering self-hater. So I like to help women who look in the mirror and don't see their beauty, that see what's maybe society dictated, what they think they should look like, or anything like that. I want them to look in the mirror and go, I'm beautiful, I'm powerful, I'm worthy. And that is what my purpose is, to really bring forth that power. And I know I'm learning to, and I'm hopefully these connections through this wonderful summit and the podcast, I can connect with these amazing women from all over the world, and we can bring more power and beauty and light into this incredibly, sometimes very dark world. So yep, that's my little speech. In relation to a freebie, I believe in self-care is the number one thing into feeling good. If you feel good, your mind's going to feel good. So your power will be able to be, the energy you'll have will be more positive and all that kind of stuff. So it always starts at self-care. So, and I know that everyone is extremely busy. I have 2 jobs, chronic illness, all the things. And so I created a little ebook that is 10 very simple, very easy self-care tips that every woman can cram into their day, especially entrepreneurs, because they're extremely busy. And if we start incorporating all those 10 things, then we can vibrate at the higher level and keep moving forward and doing the forgiveness work and doing all the stuff that we need to do in order to serve more and more people, because we cannot serve from an empty cup. So that is my message. So the freebie will be in the comment section. Tracy will drop the link. It's also, this will be my link tree. So it's all got my community in there if you'd like to join. And also if you would like to book a discovery call with me as well, to find out what areas that you need to focus on first, and we can start that healing journey together. So that's me.
I love that, Amy. You always speak from your heart. You're real. You're so relatable, and I love the collaboration, the power of collaboration that you really hit on as part of your speech as well. Because many visionary women work together and build out their networks to achieve their goals, right? So they know that it's impossible to achieve anything on their own, and our network is our net worth, and they rely on support of others to help them achieve success. And that's what you're doing. You're learning, you're growing, and you're evolving rapidly. I'm very interested to see the rest of your journey and support you in every way that we want to. And you must go and check out Amy's podcast interview. It is compelling. The next speaker that we have up is Holly Lombardi. Thank you so much, Amy. Holly, I'm going to spotlight you. And Holly and I have been online friends for such a long time. She's everybody's front seat cheerleader, and she will believe in you before you believe in yourself. Take it away, Holly.
Thank you so much, Tracy. First of all, I want to say congratulations to all the ladies in here. You guys are so amazing. I'm just like really excited listening to you. You're speaking my language and you're tapping into my heart. I feel you through the screen. And Tracy, you're amazing. What a powerful woman you are. We have known each other for a while. I've been watching Tracy for a long, long time and following her work. And this woman's amazing. What she has accomplished in such a short amount of time is mind-blowing. I truly commend you. And if you don't know who she is, get on there, follow the podcast Empire, follow Tracy. You will meet the most incredible women. We have a lot of people we love in our lives, but this universe is so full of so many beautiful women that get to be discovered. So come and visit her. And my name is Holly Lombardi, and thank you for having me here. I am what you call a DNA dealer, and I'll explain a little bit more about that. A wellness influencer. Who I am, though, is a connected, committed, and courageous woman and leader. I operate from the heart. I believe in love. I believe that love is the most powerful energy that we can have. When you tap into that, you have love in your heart, everything is unlimited. You are an unlimited human being. So many of you beautiful women that have already spoken have tapped on the energy and the frequency, and you are just, my heart is just so touched because I feel that this work that we are doing is not in vain. There are people that are looking for this frequency. There are people that want this frequency. And I come from a belief, my journey is through health. My story started a long time ago, growing up. Many things I didn't know that I wish I had known, but otherwise, if I hadn't experienced them, I wouldn't be here. And I experienced a real big breakdown in health. I've gone through the mental health aspect, the physical, the emotional breakdown. I've literally broken down in each one. I'm a suicide survivor. And as I spoke in the podcast, I have learned to go through forgiveness of self. I have gone through a major breakdown internally, physically, externally as well, of my health, losing almost full mobility to walk, unable to operate, losing all my lines of work because of my health, doing what I thought I knew, not knowing exactly what was right for my body. And this is what has led me on the journey I'm on right now. And it's not just about what I do. I deal with health on the DNA level. I help people that really want and need and deserve answers about what's going on with their bodies, discover how to test, target, and support through DNA testing, find their epigenetic panel and take actionable steps to making life changes, lifestyle changes that can help with that information that you have to really address things from the root cause. We deal with gut health, and we heal and seal the gut from the inner lining of the wall, inside and out, so that you can have better absorption, process better, and that your DNA nutrition that we actually customize for each individual absorbs better. And this is preventative, proactive. It is really designed to get you in touch with your body. My goal and my mission is to help people in this world, on this planet, be less sick. It's health care versus sick care. And I work with a team of doctors and professionals in the industry. I'm also helping doctors implement this system for their patients. We were finding that there's a lot of people, doctors in the industry, that actually believe the way you and I believe, that actually believe in the mind and the body and the spirit, in wellness, true wellness, which when you study the mind, I've learned so much. I had no clue. I have a background in entertainment and I'm in health, and I had no clue that I would come to know the things that I am learning today. And I am so blessed and grateful for the team that I work with, for the doctors I'm around, for the women, the men, the people like you, like me, that have gone through things, that feel that life. I know what it's like to feel like the rug's been taken out from under you. I understand what it feels like to not want to wake up the next day. I understand what it's like when you're praying for someone to heal, to live, yet you're ashamed because of the gift of your life that you almost gave up. I understand what it's like to have people not believe in you. I understand what it's like to self-doubt, to not have confidence, to not have a voice, to feel like you don't matter in this world. And it's all, you know what? It's up here, because nothing that anyone says is true. You are the expert of you. What you believe comes from your core, from your soul. You are not your past. You are not your job. You are a beautiful, divine human being created out of a God code that is your DNA. Your DNA is unique. It is the one and only imprint and gift that you have that no one can take away from you. You can change who you are. You can change the way you look. You can do all kinds of things, but your genetic panel, your code, is who you are. And you can support that. We have so much power within. And in all the work I see you women doing, it is amazing because it all correlates. The answers are within, the answers are there. And I truly believe that when you support the body, you support the mind. And the reason that I went with I loved what it has done for me, the gut health, the DNA. I love how I feel. I love how my mind is feeling, my clarity, I would love to share so much more with you, but we cannot, there's certain compliance things that I cannot make certain statements, but I can tell you that in the work I have done with people who have discovered what their DNA is, who are following a gut health protocol, it has been incredible. The shifts, not only health-wise, but mentally, emotionally, that people have gone through. I believe in love. I believe in lifting people up. I believe that we are valuable and worthy because we were born. We have so much within us. And I would like to tap into that with all of you. I want to connect with every single one of you. I want to collaborate, which is the new currency, connection. No more of this just on the internet, but we get to call each other. We get to meet somewhere. We get to take this further. Forming relationships, staying in touch, it's so important. And when you have that, your body, how you feel emotionally goes straight to your gut. I call it the mother lode. People call it the second brain. It's the mother lode. When your gut's not working, when your health is torn apart, your mind gets torn apart. They say leaky gut, leaky brain. And I know what it's like to sit in the bathroom for an hour. And I know what it's like to not be able to go out because you have bowel issues. There's so much. And I truly, in listening to the work I've been doing with doctors and a talk that we had the other day, and I'm so passionate about this because I truly believe that somewhere in the work I'm doing, and there is a key to prevent these emotional breakdowns, these suicidal tendencies, I think that this can save lives by getting your body in alignment. You're able to benefit from the work that a lot of these coaches here are doing and aligning your mind and your spirit and your soul. It's very difficult to tap into that when your whole body is controlling you and pulling you down. It feels like somebody's got you by the gut and yanking you down. So my vision is a life of fit mind, fit body, fit spirit in the world we live in today, to operate at an optimal level, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Whatever your faith, whatever you believe in you, because I believe in you. I believe in possibility. I believe in miracles. I believe that anything is possible because we are possible. And so I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity, Tracy, to spread this message to the world. It is, as a wellness coach, I'm here to help you discover what you need to do, what can work for you, at least give you a roadmap. And my offer to people that come from the podcast empire, I'm going to have the link. It's in my Linktree. It will be up too. I too am having it worked on, and it's going to be a $50 off any DNA starter kit testing. And I'm also offering a set of affirmations that I will custom create and make. I love to write. I write affirmations, meditations. I will create one just for you based on what you're going through. You just talk to me. We can talk. We can consult. I work with people not just about, hey, here's your supplement. Have a great day. How you doing? I'm all about, let's talk. What's going on in your world? I'm here to help you, give you tips, referrals to some amazing people that can take you further on the journey. And I'm here to love on you. So thank you so much. Namaste.
Holly, that is absolutely amazing. Do we see a common theme here again, over and over? Not only the energy and the passion and the integrity, but also visionary women know how to communicate their ideas effectively, right? And they know how to communicate their ideas in a way that's easy for people to understand, whether it's through speeches, through interviews, through podcasts, through virtual summits, or writing articles or blogs or books. We all know that visionary women, especially, they make sure that their message is relevant and timely so that everyone listening can benefit from them. We're letting people know who we are beyond the sale. And that is so important. And Holly, you're the advocate for that. Your link is up in the chat. Thank you very much for your time. And we're going to welcome up Jacqueline Rodriguez, and she has been an absolute rock star. Thank you very much, Holly. And Jacqueline, come on up to the stage. We almost didn't think she was going to make it, and I'm so glad that she did. I love the energy around her message and how passionate she is about the environment. Jacqueline, take it away. Welcome to the stage.
Hi, first, thank you so much for having me and be a part of this amazing community. Much like everybody else already said, this has been just the energy of everyone is so palpable. Like, I know that we're on virtual, but we can feel it. It makes such a huge difference. And I too am I'm just excited to be a part of such huge change in this world. And, my name is Jacqueline Rodriguez, and I am a clean beauty business coach, as well as a holistic salon owner. And I also go deeper, like my journey over the last, I've been in the industry for like 23 years. And if anyone knows anything about hair and beauty and the industry at all, it's a very, very toxic place to be in. Whether you're in the industry or you're just people, and we hear, what the beauty industry standards are and not knowing what to use, what not to use. So my journey has taken me on this beautiful roller coaster. And for over the last decade now, I have created a holistic salon. And everything that we do here, I went really deep, and everything we do here is sustainable and holistic and with organic, clean products. But what I came to realize was my way of running my business was so much deeper than just creating products or having this environment. It too, like most of the women here saying, I went on a journey of self-healing so that I could even open up to the possibilities of what was not seen in the beauty industry, especially a decade ago. Clean beauty, clean businesses were not really a thing. So I had to step outside of my industry's norm and create something that spoke to my soul. So I got certified as a master neuro coach, and I am an energy healer, master Reiki healer, and Akashic Records. So the trifecta of what I was able to accomplish and work on my energetic being of who do I want to be? What type of energies do I want to attract in my life? And then rewiring my subconscious brain to allow those things to align, to allow it to be easier. Those steps, accompanied with my vision for the beauty industry, is really what led me to coaching. And I support beauty professionals or industry leaders that really want to go out there and start changing the game and become these trailblazers, start setting trends that are not only good for them, right? We're all here to make money. We all have to continue to make money, but at what cost, right? What cost are we doing when we're only focused on business? So really changing the way that we look at our business, and not just how profitable it is, but what is it doing? How are we impacting the world? How are we impacting the people who sit in our business or who come and work with us? Are we able to change something in their lives for the better? Are we able to just change the way that they think? For just a second, we are extremely powerful people when we are behind a business. And when you take your business and align it with your values, who you really are, and you scream it to the world, the profound impact that can have, because I guarantee every single one of you, someone is out there waiting for you. They need to hear you, your message, who you are, your story. That is so impactful. And when you lean into that and you stop listening to what everybody says that you're supposed to do or what is possible, and you really just go for it, because I don't remember who said it now, but your intuition, right? You just drive with your intuition because you know that it's right. It's game changing, it's powerful, and it is what has led me to where I am today, and supporting business owners to start changing that in their own business and to start using those trifectas of your mind, your subconscious, your energy, even down to quantum physics of, like, I use actual, you can't see it out there, like products to help break through those subconscious levels that we can't see. Incredible. And then accompanying all those things with your value, who you are, and who or what change you want to see in the world, no matter where you're at. And that is my journey. And that's what I am, like, if you can see it, I'm a little passionate about it, and just excited to be able to be here and be surrounded by such amazing women, because that is also very life-changing when you surround yourself with people who are visionaries, who are going out there and making such change in the world, and not just listening to the naysayers out there, right? Because if I would have done that a decade ago, I wouldn't even be where I am today. I would not have trusted my instincts to open up a salon that went against everything else in the industry. Because I sat and listened to my intuition, because I surrounded myself with the right people and took the steps to work on the mind, the energy, it really made life-changing things. So I am here to support women in business, especially if you are in the beauty industry. Like, that is my passion, right? So I am gifting today a ebook that I wrote, and it has got just a great story of what steps you can take, where you can start changing things. And then I also, in that, have my list of clean beauty products that I have vetted, I've trusted, and just to help everyone start making those small changes in their life, because every small change we make starts to compound, and the compound effect that it will have in the long run is so powerful. So starting small, just making small changes, and like feeling into your intuition of where do you get to go with this.
Thank you so much. And yes, Holly hit the nail on the head there for you, Jacqueline. It is a trailblazer. Now, the benefits, right? The benefits of all of you, of our wonderful speaker with us right now. The benefit of being a visionary woman, being able to see beyond, right, what is currently visible, and understand the potential for change and development. Oh, thank you so much. And everybody wants to get their hair done by you now. You have to do a global trip or something. That'd be fantastic. Oh, thank you so much. Are you really feeling it today? This is going to kick you into Q2 for 2023 with just such a powerful energy force, with these new friendships, with these new networks, with these new collaborations. And this is what inspires us, right? Building strong relationships with other people and organizations, because you are able to connect on a deeper level than most. Jacqueline, thank you so much. We're going to have Aisha up next. So we are going to bring her up. Thank you very much, beautiful. Welcome to the stage. You look absolutely stunning as
Thank
usual.
you.
You are just one of the happiest people that I see showing up in my feed, that beautiful, big, glowing smile. If you're having a down day or a down moment and you scroll through Facebook and you see this beautiful smile, literally it changes. You start to smile. I'm starting to smile now because you're smiling. You are just such
Tracy, can I take you
beautiful
with me
presence.
everywhere? Can you just come with me everywhere and just do that for me all the time, please? And thank you.
Send the check. No.
anytime.
Oh,
But it is
welcome to the stage. Welcome to the stage. Step on up.
All right. Well, it is so amazing to be here. I have to start with, nothing happens by accident. Everything is by design. And it is by no accident that we are in this space, that we're all connected. I am so energized. There's a bit of a perk to kind of being towards the end, because I'm like, oh, I'm going to put in my name in that offer. So if you see my name in your feeds, it's because I'm basically linking myself in everyone's link tree. So I thank you for being at the tail end of this. But my name is Aisha. I am the founder and owner of msha.ke Health. I'm a certified health coach who really focuses on the power of self-care as our conduit to self-awareness, to self-discovery and self-actualization. When I think about self-care, what does that look like, right? So oftentimes we think I'm going to work 60 hours. I'm going to give myself a 1 hour break, thinking that 1 hour is going to alleviate all the stress. And so when we talk about self-care, and I think I heard it through Claire and Amy, just literally everybody that is on this stage, self-care is probably the greatest gift that you can give to the people that you love, because what it means is that you are showing up as the best version of yourself. You are giving yourself the time, the energy, the space that you give to others. So what a gift it is to show up authentically, to show up unapologetically, and to show up with the kind of energy that you deserve from others. My vision, and, we read the questions like, what's your vision? And I thought, even beyond the vision, this is my purpose. I am here because I want to operate as that inner chatter, the things that we tell ourselves about ourselves, those limited beliefs that says, I can't, I shouldn't, I need to give to others before I give to myself. And I'm really here to challenge that inner chatter and remind you of why it's so important to give to yourself first. And Amy kind of ended her speech or her talk on that. Again, self-care is our greatest gift that we can give to someone. And we have to be operating from a full cup. And what we give to people should actually be what's overflowing. So our intention should always be to operate from a place and doing things that make sure that we're operating from a full cup. And I share that because that was my journey. My journey was one of just selflessness, where I gave and I gave and I gave and I gave. And I hoped that someone would say, okay, Aisha, it's your time to rest. It is your time to put yourself first. And what happens is, when we're giving all of ourselves, why would someone say stop when they're getting what they need from us? I was burnt out. I was not a great mother. I was not a great partner. And it really wasn't how I wanted to show up in the world. And so I had to make a conscious decision comfortably to say no to others so that I could place myself at the top of the list. And so I stand here, as a coach, not just from the perspective of this is what you should do, but from that lived journey. And I think, honestly, that's what makes us so visionary, is that we're not in these spaces because we're speaking from theory. We are literally speaking from lived experience, from our own journeys to greatness, and to be able and privileged to walk people through that space, for them to be in a place where they didn't see themselves worthy, where they're now in a space where they are taking up space with intention, where they recognize the beauty of their authenticity, and really operating unapologetically is probably the greatest gift as a coach, that I enter into this space. And so again, if you are fatigued by just the inner chatter, by the limited beliefs, and you're really ready to emancipate, and I use that word with intention, emancipate meaning that you are really letting go of those physical and emotional and mental and spiritual barriers that are keeping you set back, then it's time. I have a program called Time for Tea, which is taking empowered action. It's time to take empowered action and really step into your greatness, as I said, authentically and unapologetically. And so my offering, and I was so inspired because my original offering was a 30-minute discovery call, which is still on the table. But I want to kind of add an extra bonus. I have curated an ebook as well called Time for Tea, Taking Empowered Action, looking to take opportunities into actions. And I want to offer that to the first 10 people that email me at aisha@msha.ke. Again, just as that opening journey, that opening gate to really stepping into your greatness, into your power, and being authentic and unapologetic for the beauty that you possess.
Wow. The beauty that you possess, that's going to be, it's just going 6 a.m. here now in Perth, Western Australia. That is going to be what propels me through the rest of the weekend and many, many others. We're going to pop those offers up into the chat now. We're going to put your schedule in there and we're going to pop that ebook in there as well. And we'll be able to connect with you and all support each other. This is a visionary woman. We're daring to be different. We're leading by example. We're embracing change. We're staying focused on our goals and our others around us goals. And we're not afraid to raise our hands and ask for help to look after us first. And it all starts with us. Very, very important message today. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so, so much, you beautiful soul. We are going to bring up Nefertiti next. Sam Miguel, I'm going to welcome you to the stage. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you. Welcome, Nefertiti. You look absolutely amazing. Now, you're a disruptor. You're a thought leader. You challenge things and you're raw, you're real, you're so authentic. And you've had to have such a unique positioning as well. And, you know, you really pay tribute to your life's journey. Welcome to the stage. Take it away.
Good afternoon from this side of the multiverse. So great to be here with all of you. And before I get going with my share of the party, I'm going to say 2 things. Coming to you dripping pearls, because this is what represents the strand of wisdom that we have been experiencing for the past hour and a half or so. I am so thrilled to be here with such a level of world-class talent and trailblazer ladies that we are here to disrupt the establishment, and it's a beautiful thing. And on that note, you know, I always bring my fan handy because I have to talk about the hot topics. So I came to a new space. I'm claiming my position into the industry, making my own trial and errors as a floral therapist. And some people might think about, that sounds interesting. What does that look like? This came out of pure necessity because I was out on a mission and on a quest to become the solution to my own troubles. I was in total chaos. I was sinking into depression even deeper than I ever experienced before 27 months ago. And I didn't realize then that I had been chronically depressed my entire life. And it was due to environmental issues. And it had nothing to do with me or being chemically imbalancing my brain or having any kind of mental deficiency. It was just environmental. So I looked at my options and I needed a holistic approach because what I saw out there available to me, it was certainly not appealing. I didn't want to get hooked to a codependent relationship with a therapist. I didn't want to get addicted to pharmaceutical products. The whole idea of take this pill and it's going to make everything perfect and go away, it was terrifying to me because I have a scientific background. I stopped the program, but nonetheless, some of the knowledge remains. And I was terrified knowing how it in the negative side of things, having all that load of pharmaceutical products in your body, it's going to reflect in all these nasty side effects that it might be even worse that the reason why you start taking all those products in the first place. So then I keep looking down the line, and a lot of people go for the easy fix. They are going to party their life away or engage into substance abuse. That's also terrifying to me. And I started trying and many different things of modalities, and that's how I came up with what I call my perfect and magical equation, because it turned out to be a holy grail for me. And that is a hybrid program bringing, I call it floral therapy, but the base is ikebana, which is the ancient Japanese soothing and contemplative art of floral design, with a scientific background based on neuroscience for better mental health, and all those tools that I found along the way to make me take power of my self-awareness and my emotions. So then you don't let things outside control you. You control how you feel about things and reframe it. And also I added to the mix some Japanese philosophy and humanistic Buddhism. So I doubted that out there is anybody else doing what I'm bringing to the market. And this is years of trial and errors being compressed and putting out there in a blooming fashion for you to take what is of service to you and make it your own. For me, it's very important to make things a lifestyle, because you can go listening to things and studying and absorb knowledge every day of the week, all year round. But if you don't implement, and if you don't make all the functional applications to your daily living, then you are wasting your time. You're just entertaining yourself. And I'm more into twisting things and making it edutainment. Yes, I entertain you and I give you my experience and storytelling, but it's functional, it's practical, and it's going to be for a lifestyle. Then you can make it your own and apply it to many different things in your life, because also this is transferable skills, and that's very important. And I want to share real quick, just to spark your imagination, all what is out there for you to claim if you consider exploring into floral therapy. This is my holy grail. I am very passionate about it. And this is just a very few tangible things that I can share with you that it's so beneficial for you to carry on a more than environment, and how to be at your best and bloom. That's my theme, and that's part of my brand. Everything is blooming. So on that fashion, you can find a way of self-expression through floral therapy. You can manage your emotions through floral therapy. You can deliver smiles because you are crafting something beautiful, utilizing natural resources. And it doesn't have to be anything luxurious. However, you make it look very affluent, and you don't need a high budget for that. Also, you can learn through the steps and the process that I show how to curate your environment, and how you do a floral design Japanese style is the same principles how you can craft your dream life, however that looks like for you. And I'm a living proof of that. I'm rocking my style like nobody's business. I'm claiming my space in an industry that it doesn't exist yet, but I'm making it happen. And I'm getting some international attention because what I have to say, there are not too many people talking about this. So the other thing, if you have a loved one who might be dealing with health issues and you want to brighten them up their space or their week, if you are in control of a basic knowledge of floral therapy, you can make that connection. You adorn their space, you brighten up their day, and you are attaching to that design your personal brand, your personality, and then you have that beautiful natural piece of art that you put together and make it bound with that loved one that you are delivering that piece of art to. Also, you learn how to trim and cut what is not necessary. You get your mind trained and your visual how to go minimalistic. That you can transfer it to your business, to your professional life, how to declutter all those things that they are not serving you and have a more zen environment. That's very important. And also you can transfer that to fashion and make certain things your own. So when you step into a spotlight or you go to a party, people associate certain things to your fashion, and also how not only you create, but how you reflect yourself out there in the public. So what I have for now in relationship to connect and make some friendships, I would love to extend my gift, and it's to have you as my guest for a virtual introductory workshop to floral therapy. Then, with more time and getting into a more personalized fashion, I can break down all those structures and then give you guidance how to make it your own, run with it, and then send me some updates saying how that is being manifested into your daily life and the value that it's bringing to you and the loved ones around you. So I'm going to get it back to you, Tracy. Love you. I appreciate you. I'm sending much appreciation to everybody here in this space because the world needs it and we're taking it upon ourselves to make it a better place. So kisses and until the next connection.
Thank you so much, Nefertiti. And we have to stay true to ourselves no matter what people say or think. And Nefertiti really embraces this. And this is part of being a visionary woman in business, creating movements worth furthering. So some people may tell you that you can't do something, but that doesn't mean that you have to listen to them. So you can believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself, and nothing can stop you from achieving your goals if that's where your passion lies. Thank you so much. We've put up into the chat where to connect with you. We've got our final speaker. Sorry, we did run over time. This will be available in replay. And Deirdre, I'm so glad that you can come and join us. I'm going to spotlight you. Thank you very much, Nefertiti. Deirdre, come on up. Now, we've known each other a while. When I was in radio, you were on my radio show. Our friendship has grown, and now you're getting up at 4:30 in the morning. You're committing to this level of personal development like nobody that I know. Please welcome to the stage. Let's share your greatness because you are a force to be reckoned with, and you're getting booked out like nobody's business. You are magnetic, right? You're magnetic. Take it away to the stage, Deirdre.
Wow, thank you so much. Can you hear me okay? Because I've been having a few microphone issues. Yeah, great. Welcome, everyone, and what a wonderful space to be in, and I'm so excited to be here. And I just actually love being in this position in listening to all these women, because I really, like you've heard Tracy say quite a few times that we all have a common denominator. But I bet you we all have many more common denominators in the fact that we started off all in this position of fear and failure. And a lot of people who, tune in, and a lot of women that I'm working with. So my business is called My Beautiful Self, and I am the self-relationship coach, because everything you've heard everyone talk about today, and the businesses that they've built and the passion that they're living in and with, is because they've come back home to their own inner self relationship. Because unless we have a vibrant, healthy inner self relationship, and we do fill our own bucket first, like you've heard quite a few times this morning, then we actually don't have the ability to give out. You know, we do not have anything to give, because we are seeking outside of ourselves to fill an emptiness within. And if we're looking outside of ourselves to fill that emptiness within, then we don't have anything to give out, because we're empty. Someone else has that power over us. So we are either walking through life in fear and failure. So if you can imagine, you've got like two pedestals you can walk around on in your life, and from where you're coming from and from where you're talking from and where you're hanging out. And we've all started, and it's not our fault, because we're born into this peridium in which we've been currently living of fear and failure. All you have to do is turn on the television to know that that's our truth that's been beamed out across the universe that we are currently living in, of fear and failure. And when we're living in a place of fear and failure, we are powerless, and we're easily controlled. But when we take when we go within and we connect with people, and there's so many different ways to skin the cat, right? Of faith and belief, and coming back home to our truth of who we really truly are, without all that cobwebs of lies of fear and failure and keeping us playing small, then we can live our magnificence. And I truly believe that for me to be able to access that, I need to not just only go within myself, but to ask my guides, my angels, Jesus. Like, I am a Christian, so I pray to Jesus and God. But for you, it could be Source, it could be your higher self. It's what connects you to something bigger to help you come back home to yourself. As interesting as that sounds, we need to understand that some things we cannot do by ourselves, and we need our guides and our ancestors and our angels, and we need to be connecting with people who have walked the journey before us, because it's hard. It's really hard to surrender and let go of the old narrative that is fear and failure, to step into faith and belief. And you only need the faith of the mustard seed and the belief of yourself to know that if you turn up, each day you have these tiny victories of turning up for yourself, then you're going to end up with a mountain of victories, and you're going to be on that pedestal of faith and belief more and more and more each and every day. So, you know, some ways you can know where you're hanging out is you have a look at your friends. You know, we've got sayings that go, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Because you're the sum of the 5 people that you hang around with the most. And that's why these summits are so powerful, because we get to hang out with like-minded people who are standing on faith and belief. Yeah, we all drop back over to fear and failure. We are human beings, and this is the environment in which we're living. But how long do you want to hang out if in the fear and failure before you dust yourself off and remember? Because it's always the remembering, because this is your inner truth, that you really do live in fear and in faith and belief. That's your real truth. So, you know, it doesn't matter who is resonating with you when you're listening to this summit, they're the person for you. If it's me, wonderful. I have an offer, because I am so passionate about the work I do. I so believe that you need to really walk your life in faith and belief, because we've been lied to, we've been deceived about this fear and failure, this beaming out of negative energy, of fear. The fear culture is horrific, that you need to hang out with someone who's going to hold your hand and walk with you to remember your faith, to remember the belief of who you really are. So I have I have an offer today of 95% off my one-on-one coaching, which is normally $697, and today you're getting it for like $38 or something like that. So it's a 2-hour session, and in that session we really look at, you know, we have a pre-call, we have a call before the session, and we really figure out what's that one big limiting belief that you want to get a sledgehammer into and smash. And when we do that, it just helps other stuff shift around it. So if you're interested in that, please go on to the link that Tracy has shared in the it's $34.85, even cheaper, yay. Go on to the link and book your session. I'm really excited. My calendar is fairly booked, so you might have to go a little bit ahead, but I will be there and I will hold the space, and we will smash a limiting belief in your life so you can continue on that journey of coming back to your faith and belief in yourself. Thanks, Tracy.
Amy just said it. Wow, what an offer. That is. If you don't take Deirdre up on this, I tell you what, it's just going to be so impactful. 2 hours of her time for less than $40. And that's Australian, which is even cheaper in US dollars. That is amazing.
I have been called to do this. I'm like sitting there going, is this what I need to do? But I really believe, and I feel in my heart of hearts, that there's someone listening or people listening that actually, you know, sometimes money is an obstacle, but this is beyond the money. This is something that some people need, and I felt very called to do that. So yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I want to close out today because we've gone past our hour. I kind of thought we would, because we've just got so much value in this room of visionary women in business, all leaders, but all with common purposes and common passions. And the commonality really surprised me.
Hi, my name is Melissa, and I'm the owner of Love Light Healing, and I'm really excited to be part of this summit with so many wonderful, amazing women. I'm an energy healer, and I've been an energy healer for 25 years, since I was 19. And last year was a really interesting year because I channeled a new modality of healing through, and I was told that it was to be called etheric regeneration and bioresonance, which is a bit of a mouthful, so I call it ERB for short. And if any of you are familiar with a bioresonance machine, that's something that brings through the frequencies to remove any lower frequencies within our body and replace them with higher frequencies. When our body has more higher frequencies, it's much more difficult for disease to be present. So my method of healing doesn't use a machine. It doesn't use any kind of technology at all. But what's different between my modality and using a bioresonance machine is the intention behind it. So I'm very excited about my new therapy. I provide it on a one-to-one basis, and that's via Zoom or in person. And I also teach it in workshops because I think it's really important to be able to empower people to take their health back into their own hands. The reason why I'm so excited about my new therapy is I've seen amazing results so far. So I've been a type 1 diabetic since I was 4, and I have never found a method of healing that's able to make my blood sugar be really stable. With ERB, this is really different. I'm seeing real differences. So I'm very excited about where this can lead. I've set up some groups for type 1 diabetics and type 1 diabetic children and their carers, because my son is also a type 1 diabetic. So I know what it's like to be a parent. I also know what it's like to have it myself. And I also have a group for type 2 diabetics as well, because stress and anxiety plays a huge part in controlling the blood sugar levels. In fact, we know that it plays a huge part in everything. You know, when our bodies are in a state of stress and anxiety, that in disease is quite likely to manifest. So what I do with my therapy is I channel information from my guides for each specific person. And I bring through and design a healing specifically for that person, for that client. And if you look at various emotions like shame and guilt resonate around about 20 hertz. It's really, really low. Whereas emotions like inner peace and joy are right up the top of the scale, around about 200. So that's where we need to be. That in that ideal situation, everything becomes easier. You know, our inner world reflects our outer world. So we're making those changes, and then our outer world changes around us, and we get the life that we desire, the life we're looking for. So it's a beautiful therapy. I haven't just worked with diabetes. I've worked with many, many conditions, ADHD, autism. I've worked with people at the end of their life while they're suffering from terminal illnesses. So I've worked with all sorts of people, all sorts of conditions, arthritis, sleep issues, and just stress and anxiety, and really just helping people to see where they need to go if they're confused with their life path, even where their soul, what their soul's mission is, what it's here to do. So yeah, that's it. That's my business in very briefly. I would love to have a conversation with any of you if you'd like to find out more. And I'm offering all of the listeners to this podcast a free 5-minute call via Zoom, where you can experience ERB, and we just do a very quick stress and anxiety healing. So thank you very much. I've really enjoyed the time here, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.
I'm launching some programs and some courses. I do have the Birth Your Vision podcast, and I interview lots of great guests who are, coaches and businesses and also TED speakers. And so they inspire other people to give birth to their dreams. So I'm, doing an amazing course around that to help aspiring entrepreneurs to give birth to their dreams and to give birth to their visions. I'm also, helping those who are launching podcasts as well, who wants to actually start, to give them the opportunity to share their message, their story, to amplify their voices as well. And, today I'm giving away a very special offer, which is actually a discovery call. So for any of you who are listening to me today and you are interested in kind of, starting on a journey in giving birth to your podcast, or maybe giving birth to a dream, a business idea, then please do get in touch. All the links will be shared in the show notes. I would like to take this opportunity. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for everybody who stayed until the end from the beginning. I've noted who is here for that. You'll be receiving my gift of my Podcasting Profits Secrets course. And a coaching session with me. So I'm going to drop that in your inboxes in the next, probably the next day, because it is now, 6:30 a.m. here in Perth. I appreciate all of you. I am very, very thankful, and I'm sitting in just so much gratitude and so much energy and inspired by every single one of you of this visionary series. The connections, the movements, the passions, this is what changes the world. This creates movements worth furthering. I'm not going to hold you up any longer. I really do genuinely appreciate you. Go to the Podcast Empire on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube, or reach out for one of the Visionary Women's playlists where you can actually listen to and watch the Visionary Women's podcast series. We have our ebook about to launch, and you'll also be able to find each and every Visionary Woman's business in our business directory coming up in the next few days. We always want to help you be connected, and collaboration is the new currency. Let me see you out with a few closing words. I'm just going to read them because it's something I wrote a few days ago. Visionary women that I have met recently, and some I've been friends for a while, they understand that change is necessary for progress. Visionary women aren't content with the status quo. They were always looking for ways to improve and move forward. They know that in order to achieve anything truly remarkable, there must be constant evolution and experimentation. This mindset allows them to push boundaries, create new possibilities, which is essential for any business or organization trying to grow and thrive from integrity, from value, from friendship, and letting everyone know who we are beyond the sale. Blessings to you all. Thank you for your time. And let's go change the world, hey? Thank you, everyone, for coming. And we'll see you in the podcast empire.